Measures of variation. Here is some of the important vocabulary that we will learn when talking about or referring to measures of variation rather than measures of center. So a measure of variation, the first one would be the minimum. The minimum is the smallest value in a set of data. It's the least number in the data. Maximum is the largest value in a set of data. It's the opposite of the minimum. It's the highest value in the set of data. Then you have the range, which takes the difference between the greatest data value and the least data value. So it's the difference between your maximum and minimum. The quartiles are the values that divide the data into 4 equal parts. So you can have your lower or first quartile, or sometimes also referred to as Q1. That would be the median, so the middle of the lower half of the data. The upper or third quartile, also sometimes referred to as Q3, is the median of the upper half of the data, so that's the middle of the upper half. Then you have your interquartile range, which is the difference of the upper quartile and the lower quartile, so you subtract Q1 and Q3, or Q1 from Q3. And then you have your outliers. Outliers are numbers that are significantly larger or much smaller than the rest of the data. So let's actually start to look at these measures of variation given a data set. So we have our data set here. We have 14, 17, 9, 2, 4, 10, and 5. So first let's try calculating the minimum and maximum values. First we have, what is the minimum in this set of data? Remember, the minimum is the smallest value in a set of data, so you're looking for the smallest number in the list. Here we have our smallest number is 2. Then it's asking for the maximum in the set of data. Think the maximum is the largest value in the set of data. You're looking for your highest number. So that in this list would be 17. So we have the minimum is 2 because that was the least or lowest number out of all the numbers. And the maximum is 17. It was the highest or the largest value compared to all the other numbers. Then, given that maximum of 17 and a minimum of 2, what is then the range? Well, the range is the difference between the greatest data value and the least data value, or the difference between the maximum and the minimum. So we need to subtract 17 and 2. We need to subtract the maximum and the minimum. So that will give us 17 minus 2 equals 15. So therefore the range is 15. So finding the range, you need your maximum and minimum values. So you need to be able to identify the largest value and the smallest value in a set of data.